what life in the most sanctioned country in the world feels like. Russia is subject to more than 20,000 sanctions and leads the ranking by a wide margin. Until February 22, Russia was subject to around 2,700 sanctions. More than 80% of the current sanctions were imposed because of the war. Sanctions have been imposed by around 50 countries led by the United States and Canada. Up to 7,000 legal entities and 13,000 individuals are currently under sanctions that include travel bans, trade embargoes, the removal of Russian banks from SWIFT, sanctions against Russian scientists, artists, athletes, and more. This is an ongoing process, and the number of sanctions against Russia is periodically increasing. Reading all of this information made me so scared about living in Russia, but it is not scary as it seems. If you are an ordinary citizen like most of people, if you do not go traveling, if you get paid by rubles, then life is kind of same. I have seen a lot of myths about Russia not having enough food, not having enough money. I've seen myths about like Russian citizens, they survive, they do not live, they just survive. And I just want you to show you my point of view that this is not true, that we are people, that it is not bad as it seems. And I just want you to show how Russian citizens actually live, the real lives of Russian people. Today, I'm going to give a talk about food and clothes, brands that had left us, social media access, also studying abroad and traveling from Russia, and I'm going to give a talk a little bit about traveling to Russia, but actually this is a topic for a new video. I'm not going to discuss politics or everything about the situation that is going on. I just want you to show how ordinary people live in this country. So now I'm going to a random supermarket to show you the empty shelves. So I'm in a supermarket called Peterочка, and as you can see, this supermarket is full. We do not have empty shelves. We did not turn on a survival mode. Everything is being imported. We have a lot of Italian food. We are being imported like Italian pasta. We have alternatives like domestic brands. Instead of Coca-Cola, we have Cool Cola, Favorite Cola, Rich, Dobry Cola, which means kind cola, and we have a lot of different tastes, which makes it even more interesting and fun. So yeah, we have like a lot of alternatives, and we definitely do not have empty supermarkets. As you can see, I bought a protein cookie and an Orbit, which was supposed to leave. Like, Orbit isn't supposed to be there, but here it is. So there are lots of brands that had left us, but we have alternatives for them, such as McDonald's turned to вкусная точка, which means scrumptious, and that's all. At first, we were like all afraid to go there because when it just started, we weren't so sure of it. But when we tasted it, we just understood how great it is, and now we like have a little alternative. Starbucks was bought by Timothy, a Russian rapper. Um, Also, I think Domino Pizza was also bought by him. He actually bought a lot of companies, and clothing brands. They just got a rebrand. Adidas is here, like Nike is here, Zara is here, but under another name and everything. So like all the brands, they're actually here, and they did not leave at all. And if there are some brands that actually left, we just import them. We have like parallel imports, so it is not as bad as we thought it would be. Everything is good about brands, you know. We even have like iPhones, MacBooks, and everything. They are being imported too. So yeah, everything is like fine. Now let's talk about social media access. At first, I was so sad about not having Instagram because it is banned in our country. Facebook is also banned in our country, and YouTube was supposed to be banned in our country. We do not have Discord. We do not have Netflix. We cannot like watch it. We do not have Spotify, but we have Yandex Musica. For example, Yandex Music. It is a Russian app for listening to music. You can find almost everything there, and it is not as comfortable as Spotify, but it is something. um, about Netflix, we watch movies on some websites that are free, so it is not really a problem. About Facebook, I do not really use Facebook, but I use Instagram with VPN. I was at first so sad about having to use VPN because I was always comparing this situation to North Korea or China, because they have it really rough with Instagram and everything. And when you get like under those circumstances, it just seems fine and okay. Like, I'm already used to it. I use Instagram with VPN and it's fine. About YouTube, YouTube is fine too. We watch YouTube. Some people have to turn VPN on, some people do not have to turn VPN on. Since we do not have like monetization right now, we do not have ads, any type of ads while we watch YouTube videos, and we do not have YouTube Premium. So we just watch YouTube, but without ads. It is a plus, but the creators were affected a lot. They do not get monetization, and it is kind of hard for them right now. Also, we have a social media app called VK. It is an app. It is like Instagram, but for Russian users. Mostly Russian users use it. So yeah, it is a really nice app, and I do not complain. For texting people and talking to people, we use Telegram and WhatsApp. WhatsApp is still there, it didn't leave us, so we use it. We also use Telegram. Telegram is much more better for me. I like it much more than WhatsApp, because it is like it has much more comfortable functions than WhatsApp does. So in fact, we have access to social media. It is not as bad as I thought it would be. It is actually nice and it is okay. It is not comfortable to always use VPN for Instagram, but mostly we can survive. So everything is fine. I also forgot to mention TikTok. We have TikTok, and you can watch it with VPN. You can upload videos with VPN. You can watch new videos with VPN, or you can download like a hacked version of TikTok. But without VPN, you only have access to old videos and you cannot create new videos. So we also have TikTok, which was supposed to leave Russia. About studying abroad. A lot of people think that Russian people cannot study abroad. We are completely isolated. We do not have access to any other countries, but that is not true. We can study abroad. Of course, not everywhere. For example, we cannot study in Norway. We cannot study in Iceland, as far as I remember, just like the master's programs, and somewhere else maybe, but we can study in Europe. I know a lot of people who enrolled in universities in France, in Italy, in Germany, a lot of countries in Europe. So yeah, I myself would like to enroll in Italian university, and it is possible. You can even get scholarships and everything. Of course, you cannot pass exams such as IELTS, SAT. You have to go to the neighborhood countries to pass them, but you can pass TOEFL in Russia online, or you can try to do it offline, but just go to the neighborhood country. So it is really possible. Of course, it is expensive, like it has always been, I think, but it is possible. We can even study in the USA, in the UK. I don't know about UK actually, but we can study in the USA. It is just expensive and it is not free. Like in Italy, you have much more opportunities for studying. We also cannot go to the Erasmus program. We were turned off this program, but I don't think this is such a loss. We still have a lot of opportunities, so we can study. It's fine. So now we should talk about our payment system. As we all know, Russia was turned off the SWIFT payment system, so we do not have access to payment. We cannot pay abroad, and foreigners cannot pay with their cards in Russia. So we either have to buy cards from in Kazakhstan, or we have to exchange like rubles for euros or dollars and pay in cash for traveling purposes. We cannot have any type of payments like abroad. We cannot go shopping abroad or anything. So it is a bit hard if you really need like dollars or euros. Also, like $1 is equivalent to 100 rubles, and it is not really nice. So we made our own payment system known as Mir. We can pay with our cards in supermarkets, restaurants, and other service establishments, but we cannot pay with this card outside of Russia. So we have like our own system. It is fine. It is comfortable. We even can pay with QR codes, which is also really comfortable, but we cannot like pay outside of Russia, and foreigners cannot pay with their cards in Russia. So have a lot of cash on you if you plan going to Russia. So about traveling. To get a visa, you have to be invited by a hotel or someone. You have to get an invitation letter to Russia. Otherwise, there's a chance that you won't be able to get there. To pay there, as I already told you, you cannot pay with Visa or with Visa, Mastercard. Everything is turned off. We do not have PayPal or anything, like no PayPal. Not there isn't anything like this. Only Mir. Mir is world in English. So yeah. And so please have a lot of cash in you. You can exchange your money for like rubles in your country, or it is also cheaper in Turkey. But the cheapest way to do this is in local banks in Moscow, because like $1 is equivalent to 100 rubles, and that's a nice thing actually, you know. So please have a lot of cash on you, because I don't think you will have like any chance to to buy a Russian card, or maybe you will. I don't really know about this, but please have a lot of cash on you, because otherwise you might end up not having any money with you at all. About us traveling to Europe or the USA, yes, we can do it. Yes, we can. We actually can get visas. It is a bit harder than it was, but we can. Everything is quite easy, but you just need more money. It is much more expensive, but where it is not expensive, I'm sorry. So yeah, we can travel. I myself plan to travel next year to Europe, and it is actually possible. We can also travel to the USA. To the UK, probably not. You need to get an invitation from like someone. But to the USA, we just need to go through some meetings, through some documents, and that's all. We can go to the USA, but we just need to have a lot of money for this. So yeah, we can travel. Surprisingly, people can travel to Russia. Everything is possible. We still have connections with the world. We are not completely isolated, and yes, it is real. Russia is absolutely fine. We are normal human beings. We are living. We are not suffering. We are going through everything that is going on right now. Sometimes we may not agree with the things that are going on, sometimes we agree, and it's just life, honestly. I want to I want to travel abroad. I want to see the world. I love my country. I love other people. I love the entire world. I love people in the entire world. I want to see different cultures, and I'm not against anyone. And I think every person in our country is like this. So we are kind people. We are not rude and everything. We love people actually. And please do not think anything wrong about us, because it is probably not true. What next? Some people do not see any bright future in Russia, but I don't know really what to think. I am really hoping for a bright future, for a good future, because I live here. I was born and raised in this country, and I just cannot hate it at all. Of course, there are like things that I may not like, but I think these kind of things, they're like in every country, and there is no country that you would like everything in. So thank you so much for showing interest in this country, for showing interest in how we live. I am really thankful for you for clicking on this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in next videos. Bye bye.